A few years ago, I performed a citizen's arrest on someone who turned out to be a heroin addict, a thief, and who was wanted for several offences, including assault. On reflection, what I did was stupid. When the police officer was taking my statement later that day, I described to him how I chased this man into a building, at which point the officer stopped and said, "I would not have done that, as it was impossible to know what was inside." He was, of course, right, and things could have turned out very badly. Why am I telling you this? Well, I grow sick and tired of the same old self-righteous and thoroughly refuted argument of, "You cannot be good without God," coming up again and again. Now, I am not a hero. There are far more worthy people out there deserving of that title. But there is an apparent contradiction between my belief that there is no God and no life after this one, and the instinctual actions that led to this man being taken away in the back of a police van. Not until after the event did the thought cross my mind that maybe, being more concerned for my safety, I should have let him go. After all, I do not expect any rewards, or even a consolation prize if I had lost my life over this. Nor did I expect to gain from succeeding in detaining him. So why do it? And moreover, even after thinking about those events and how they could have gone wrong, why do I feel I would do it again? The answer is simple. Because if this criminal had wronged me or someone I care about, I would want him caught. The human race as a whole recognizes that it is wrong to steal from and harm others. We are social creatures, and despite our self-imposed divisions, we care about each other. The reason for which is also simple. It is how we survive. Research into the past of our species, and there is at least one point, thousands of years ago, when there were fewer humans in the whole world than there typically are in a single modern village today. In such a small group, and the smaller communities within, our ancestors had to look after each other to survive, and bring about the next generation. This care for one another, passed down to us, and our natural morality, although sometimes all too easily overcome, does reside in all of us. I acted in a manner hardwired into me, to do what I could to protect the community. In the far harder times of our ancestors, this man's selfish actions could have forced a family member of mine to starve. Despite the repercussions not being the same today as then, we maintain the principles of fairness today, mostly. And as I have said, people far better than me have risked and lost a lot more for the principles that protect our society, the key to our success. Many of whom are looked down upon by the self-righteous, bigoted pussballs who judge these people on what they believed rather than their actions. Personally, for someone thousands of miles away to turn round and tell me I am immoral because I do not believe in their God or the truth of their book is deeply wrong. It makes me wonder, if these people profess, in effect, not to have morality except for the invisible Superman that they believe is watching them, would they act any differently to the man I arrested? If you have any stories like this that you feel like sharing, please feel free to post them here as a video response. I am interested to hear them and your reflections on them. Please note, although in the UK every citizen has the power of arrest, it is advisable to familiarise yourself with the do's and don'ts in regards to performing one. I would also urge people not to place themselves at risk by attempting to detain criminals.